Good morning from Tar Hollow State Park and Keegan and I's very first camping trip together. It is our 2nd anniversary weekend and we wanted to do something fun for it. We have been meaning to go camping ever since we got married, but it's just now happening and we're really excited. So I want to take you guys along and show you the meals that we're cooking and just a little fun, relaxing weekend together. Hopefully we don't have any mishaps because kind of my first time like tent camping. I grew up with more of a glamping experience with a camper, but this is fun. I'll give you a little tent tour. Here's our little home for the night. We just have about enough room for our bed and a few things over there, but guys, we're sleeping in luxury. So I was able to bring our fold-up memory foam mattress, and this is like kind of a game changer because it is so comfy. It's easy to pack because it can be folded up. I just got it off of Amazon. I'll put the link in the description. I'm really excited about that because it just feels like we can get a little better night's sleep. But yeah, and then we have our view out here. Really pretty. I'm really excited to kind of explore the area a little bit. For breakfast this morning, we're doing some pre-made breakfast burritos that we're just kind of heating up over the fire. Hopefully this goes well, but it's really simple and I'm excited to try. Do you think they're hot?
Wow.
Are you serious? Oh my. Shoot. Yeah, he told me to put it on there and I was thinking we should put them in the fire or just kind of like by the kindling. All right, now we're gonna go with Keegan's plan, which is probably a lot smarter. Good breakfast?
Great breakfast, because I made it.
He did. He made the breakfast burritos himself. Good job.
Good job.
For lunch, we kept things pretty simple by just roasting some brats over the fire for a campfire classic. And then on the side, I made some little campfire pies. All I used was a little bit of pie filling in between a couple of pieces of bread, and I buttered the inside of these little cast iron campfire cookers, not exactly sure what they're called, and then we cooked them over the fire until they were just a little crispy on the outsides, and this was so delicious and very easy, so a fun little different campfire dessert.
Pretty disappointed because we can't go up there. That's dumb.
So glad we came all the way here.
Just hiked.
How long do you think we hiked?
Almost 2 miles to get to this fire tower. And now we can't even go up because it's temporarily closed for repairs. Whatever.
Oh well. I thought we were gonna have service at the campground, so I was kind of planning on like searching up some different pretty trails once we got here, but are you getting service?
We have a little bit of service.
At our campsite, there's no service, so I wasn't able to like...
Which is good.
Yeah, it's kind of...
like having no service.
It was nice to have like a little refresh, but I wasn't sure where to even find good trails, and this was the one that was at the campsite. But I was really hoping to hike to like a waterfall or something.
Would have been nice.
But you know what? We got out in nature.
It's fine. We like hiking to nowhere for no reason.
We got some exercise, but I think we're gonna head back to camp.
Are you having fun?
Yes. Alright, it is dinner time, and I started off by chopping up some onions and a few potatoes. I hope you like my little makeshift cutting board, because that is one of the things that I forgot to bring along. And then a smoked sausage. Got that all cut up, and then I added a little bit of butter to our cast iron skillet, and I also had a little bit of water boiling. And then I added in my sausages and my onions and potatoes and got them started cooking. And then for my boiling water, I added a little bit of ramen, just 1 pack. And I broke up my ramen. That's just how I prefer it. I prefer not to have to slurp up my noodles, but that's just my preference. When the ramen was done cooking, we drained most of the water and added a little bit of the chicken seasoning that it comes with. And then I added a bag of mixed veggies in with my potatoes and onions and sausages. Lastly, I just added those ramen noodles in with my sausage veggie mixture and mixed it all in there and let it cook just a little bit longer, and that was dinner. Some sausage veggie ramen bowls, and these were such a good, easy campfire meal, and I will definitely be making this again. For breakfast this morning, we did some little breakfast bowls. So I started off by chopping up my potatoes into little coin-sized pieces and putting some butter in my cast iron skillet and getting those potatoes started cooking. Next, I cut up a smoked sausage to add in with the potatoes, along with a bell pepper. And then in a separate pan, I melted some more butter and cooked a couple of eggs in it to add to our bowl. And I think that this may be Keegan and I's favorite meal that we made on this camping trip. It was so good, and I definitely want to just recreate this in my own kitchen. It was absolutely amazing, so I definitely would recommend making a little bit of a breakfast bowl on your next camping trip. Alright, we are about to head out, saying goodbye to our campsite. It was a good time.
It was a good time.
Is there any advice, now that we're expert campers after our first trip, that we would give the viewers, or things that we learned for our future selves on our next camping trip?
Make sure your firewood is dry.
That's true. We had some issues.
I think our biggest issue was that we didn't have dry firewood, so it was hard to get a fire going, especially when we were trying to cook with one. But
we did learn that Vaseline makes a pretty good like fire starter. We just put it on some leaves.
Yeah, she was having a blast. She'd put it on leaves and toss it in
and
like a
just
little kid.
Also Cheetos. We dumped some Cheetos in the fire.
I'm not gonna admit to do it. I never did that.
I dumped some Cheetos in the fire and it worked some magic. That's all I'm saying. Do with that what you will, but...
What kind? Because they were puffs.
They were puffed Cheetos, and they were like the healthier kind. Not sure how healthy they are, but you know.
So whatever's healthy in that apparently burns really well.
I would say if you can have comfortable sleeping. I'm so glad we brought our
fold-up mattress.
It wasn't
very authentic, but it sure was better than sleeping on the ground.
It was, and
because after we moved the mattress this morning, I was walking around in the tent and there was some very large rocks.
Yeah, and a comfier night's sleep means that you're just gonna have a better time altogether. Mm-hmm. So it's not wimpy to have a good night's sleep. I don't think.
Not at all.
Make some good meals. That's the fun of it. Obviously, don't overcomplicate it, but it's kind of fun to get creative. And you might forget some things, but that's your time to be creative with what you have. Also, I don't know, but if this is it all the time, but this time of year, like, we couldn't have had better camping weather. Mm-mm. It was perfect weather. It wasn't too hot. Like, literally, we brought bug spray, and I don't know if I got a single mosquito bite.
I don't think I did. I had some bites on my knuckles.
Yeah.
Or something. But there was like 5 bites right on this knuckle, my ring finger knuckle. And then in like an hour, they were just all gone.
Yeah, it was kind of a weird bug. But literally, the end of September, it might be prime camping time. I don't know. Maybe we got lucky. It's also, the leaves are turning. It's beautiful. Wasn't too hot, wasn't too cold. Yep. We had a really good time.
Chilly mornings and evenings, but you kind of want that when you go camping, honestly.
Yeah. And then in the day, it was perfect for hiking, like a little warm, but like still pretty cool. Oh, I would say a lot of times you might not have service, which I didn't really think about. So plan a little bit ahead if you want to do some hiking. I wish I would have like researched a little bit more. We could have went on like a little better hike, but we still had fun where we were. We just didn't have...
It would have been a lot better hike if at the end of our hike, the thing we were going to was actually
there
able to be climbed.
It's fun to go on a hike when you're rewarded a little bit, but I guess we were rewarded.
With a lookout.
Yeah.
Instead, you just look up at this fire tower that's closed.
Yeah, it was kind of a bummer, but we had fun on our hike and we at least got some exercise. So
we should have just climbed it.
I know Keegan wanted to just break the rules and climb it, but I'm just scared of that kind of thing.
The only thing that could have happened, the sign said, is being arrested or fined.
Yeah, that's just the worst that would have happened. All right, we're going to head out. Thank you so much for coming along. We had a good time. Hopefully you had a good time. Hopefully you enjoyed some camping cooking content.
It was fun for us to make.
Yeah, like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you're not already. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!